shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long. Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come. To which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yet defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pressure coming. Firing to the right, complete. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up the 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Razorbacks offense will have its first possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Change, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. The Razorbacks have this offense rolling. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man. Just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early. Playing at home, they want to get the crowd into it. So you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal. You knock it through the uprights. You've got the lead. Everything right now looking good.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. He leaves it with his back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. Downs after the completion. Now on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Back to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Going over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. Complete in the middle. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. His proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear, one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes. Down play to open the period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He's got great speed. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here come the Irish back on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. That last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. From the gun, the ground game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Irish!
Football oftentimes gets won by the teams who play the best on the critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on third down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go score. Awesome job.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Kansas State is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Manhattan for some time. They're up 14 over UCF. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Under fire. Quickly to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. They'll go to the air. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. The Razorbacks are on the move. The run from the shotgun. Makes a man miss. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker and running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard then when you can run the football successfully on first down. If you're starting offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing.
And he walks in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to... way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
Hunt is in the air. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. It's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk. Long pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Good timing on the quick out. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23. one for the quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Rides to back and leaves it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's hear another hog call and send it back to the guys in Razorback Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he has. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Irish send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. for by being short. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. He has the first and still on his feet. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Blocked it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Fires downfield. Can't make the catch on third. And the rarest of... this guy.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and just try to make yards after the catch, but keyword being after the catch.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. The give to the back. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Trying to get the edge on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. He's going to run it. And the rush will get to him at the 25. This offense has been steadily moving down the field, but the metrics show you just how big a single negative play can be on a drive. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by 5 over Maryland. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Gets it out fast. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The quick out. Breaks into the open. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all of the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position.
Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quick handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be 3rd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fires on the move. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. We reach the break. Arkansas has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run the toss. Runs through the tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Makes the grab. It's in goal. You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. The give to the tailback. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. The coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He might want another play. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Here's the handoff. could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can...
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
I like the
extra point is blocked. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Here come the Irish back on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Rushes on him. Get it out on the screen. Makes his way out to the 20 before he's stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do.
Trying to take it back. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. 1st down, 10 yards to go. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
This is a designed run. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Finds his target down the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback keeps up. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. 3rd and goal, where you separate the wheat from the play-action fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Turning it on. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. They'll run the option. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catches of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out